What's up, y'all? My back is screwed up big time. I'm actually going to head into the doctor's office and get an x-ray done in just a little bit because something ain't right. So I'll let you know how that goes. I got my silicone sous vide things in the mail, so now when I cook with a sous vide, I can put my steak in this silicone instead of just putting it into a Ziploc bag, so I'm removing the plastics in my life in that sense. I also want to talk to y'all about journaling and like writing things down. I think that's very, very important. You talk to any like super successful individual, whether it be a businessman, you know, motivational speaker, any of that stuff. Anybody that's successful, oftentimes they talk about meditation, journaling, writing down their thoughts, and just having that as like an outlet for them. But I'm like the world's worst. Like I write down things on whiteboards, but I hate writing down things on notebooks because I've got a million notebooks. I lose it, I forget where I wrote it down. It's just not good. But I found 2 notebooks, same company, Rocket Book is the company. One is called The Wave and one is called Everlast. And basically the cool thing about these is you write in them and then you sync it with your phone. It's like a smart notebook, and then it can go, like you take a picture of it with the app on your phone, and then that note gets digitized and it goes to wherever you want it to go. So email, Google Drive, Evernote, whatever. And I do use Evernote and Google Drive quite a bit, so that's pretty cool. And then what's even cooler is that in this Everlast notebook, you can write in it and then just erase it with like a cloth. And this is really trippy, check this out. In the Wave notebook, you write in it, and you have to have these special pens, but you write in it, and you stick it in the microwave, and you take a picture of it after you write whatever you want to write, and then it digitizes it. And then to clear the notebook, you stick it in the microwave with a cup of water on top, stick it in there for a few minutes, and then all the writing disappears, and you can reuse it. So, pretty freaking trippy. So, I am going to do just that. I tested something out. I wrote a couple things. Not really much of anything, and I'm gonna put a cup on there filled with water, stick it in the microwave, see what happens. There's a notebook with the writing, closing that, and I'm gonna put this cup of water on it and put it in the microwave. So freaking weird. My notebook's cooking. All right, I stopped after 1.5 minutes. Let's see what we got. Any writing? Whoa, that is weird, y'all. Alright, so that's pretty freaking trippy. I'm excited about that. Anyways, I'm excited about having a notebook that I can like actually digitize and use because I use my computer. I use like the cloud so much for tracking on my notes. I'd love to be able to write things down and then it be on the cloud. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Excited about that. I'm gonna be able to focus on the other pillars of that 6x6 thing because I can focus more on, you know, self-improvement, journaling, meditation, that kind of stuff. That's why I'm sharing this with you in the first place. Get ready. All right, y'all, we're headed to the doctor right now to get an x-ray and probably pick up some ingredients from my uncle's warehouse on the way. I have a quick question for Crystal.
Yes.
Crystal?
Yes.
If I'm crippled for life and bedridden, are you gonna love me still and wipe my butt?
Well, currently you're able to wipe your own butt, so I don't think you're gonna get any worse, but yes, I will still love you and I will wipe your butt.
Okay. All right, so we just got to the clinic here. I'm about to walk in and get an x-ray. Crystal tells me not to bring the camera in, so the camera's standing here. I'll let you know as soon as I know something. Let's go see what we find out. All right, y'all, so I just got back from the doc. Basically what has happened according to him, they did not x-ray me. They told me it would not show up on an x-ray anyways. They said that if I have any pain after 10 days to go back and they'll schedule an MRI for me. Basically what they said is that there's the intervertebral disc and then there's the faucet joint that I have got a picture pulled up. I'm about to show you a picture, but basically what happened is supposedly my faucet joint slipped out of place, and then he says that it's probably slipped back into place, He said they slip out and slip back in relatively easily, so it's possible that it slipped out, has slipped back in, and that it's just inflamed right now. So that is supposedly what's happened there. He wrote me a script for a bunch of steroids for inflammation and prednisone for pain, I believe, or maybe it's the other way around, I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to take any of those, to be honest with you. I don't take pain meds, really. I don't take steroids. It's just not my thing. So I'm going to let my body do its own thing, and then I'll go back in 10 days if it's still hurting. But let me show you a picture of what we got so far. So basically, you've got your vertebrae, you've got your intervertebral disc, and then you've got your faucet joint right here. So supposedly mine slipped out of place and then back in. It's just inflamed on both sides of it right now. So we'll see how long it takes for that to heal. He did say that he recommended I not lift for a week, and I did not lift today, but I don't think I'm gonna make it a week. Pretty confident I'm not gonna be able to make it a week, so I'll be doing something soon, hopefully. Probably not crazy heavy legs or anything in a week's time, but I'll be doing some upper body at least, so hopefully the recovery goes quick.
What's up, everybody? I forgot to take the camera with me. Actually, Robert forgot to ask me to take the camera, but I just went and did the drop-off of the bricks at the post office. Went really well. There was a ton. Dylan and I did an awesome job unloading. I am currently about to head to Whole Foods and possibly Sam's Club. I gotta get some food because my sister's coming in town tomorrow, and I'm super excited about it. So, gotta do that. Just went to the post office. That's it. Also, I have to show you this cute basket I put together for my sister for when she comes to see me. Got a sweatshirt and some hand stuff and a water bottle, and this is for her flight back home, and some slippers and some snacky Parmesan crisps. I seriously cannot wait.
All right, y'all, I'm preparing my steak. I'm going to test out this new silicone sous vide bag. Crystal makes fun of the sous vide bag. Why do you make fun of the sous vide bag, Crystal? Why? So, opening up my steak. I need to order more steaks from US Wellness Meats. I have not ordered this week, and I'm using Whole Foods brand steaks, which are infinitely more expensive and honestly not as tasty. But let me show you what we're working with here. This is my steak. Boom. This is my sous vide bag. This is my steak in my sous vide bag. And what's cool about these is it comes with this little doodad. It's an official technical term, by the way. And it just goes in that little slot there, seals it shut, and I just drop this beast into the sous vide. Like so. Boom. Gotta wait an hour. Alright, y'all, so I was thinking I was prescribed prednisone and some kind of steroid for inflammation. The way that works is it's like an acute short-term functioning steroid. It's not like one that's going to make you jacked. Obviously, you take it and it reduces inflammation. I don't want to take the steroid. I don't want to take the prednisone. I don't want to take any of that stuff because I just don't like taking pills. However, I got to thinking, ideally you want to minimize the inflammation. One, because it'll help not hurt as bad, but then also because it'll help recover and heal faster. However, like I said, I don't want to take that. The ketogenic diet itself is very anti-inflammatory, as we all know, so I've got that working in my favor, but I figured I'd also use this time to kind of supplement with the exogenous ketones that I have and kind of make an experiment out of that and see if supplementing 45 mils of exogenous ketone esters a day makes a difference in my pain and my rate of recovery. So I'm going to have 45 mils of this. Figured I'd also test my blood glucose and ketones to get a baseline prior to consuming that exogenous ketone. Crystal is going to test something else.
This little gem was sent to me. I'm so grateful for it. I'm gonna try it out for the first time. I have not tried this at all. It is a Keto Pink Punch is the flavor. Keto Physics, Keto Elite is what it is. It has like it has some EHB salts in it. Some, do you need to use mine?
Yeah, I keep getting E6 as an error message. It's not gonna show, but I keep getting E6 as an error message on my Mojo. So if any of y'all know what that means, let me know. Can I use yours?
Yeah.
Oh, yours is right here.
Anywho, it has BHB salts in it, has magnesium, potassium, sodium, all that good stuff. I already said, but I'm about to go to Whole Foods and get a bunch of groceries and stuff, so, and then I have to work out still, so I'm gonna take some of this. Hopefully these electrolytes and salts will boost me up. So I'm gonna mix mine together.
I'm gonna try hers too. I'm gonna have the ester and the salt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Not very high. 0.7. That's super colorful. So 0.7 on the ketones. Not anything to write home about by any means.
Also, I'm gonna mix this in with 12 ounces of, 12 ounces of water. They did say it was pretty sweet, so.
Does it say how many grams of BHB are in there?
I just breathed that powder in.
Alright, so 0.7 on the ketones. My glucose is 93. Again, not really gonna show because it's focusing on Crystal's face. Anyways, it's 93 blood glucose. So
It's different.
I'm gonna take a shot of this ketone ester. Whew, here we go.
I've never tried this. Ooh, that doesn't make me want to.
45 mils of that. We'll test those numbers again in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna have some of that too.
No, this whole thing's mine.
I want a sip. Let me have a sip.
You can have some. I brought you some more.
I'm gonna chase my ketone esters with ketone salts. Hardcore.
I get to try it first. It's my product.
Well, come on then,
Loser.
punk.
Smells really good.
Yeah.
I didn't stir it well enough.
Is it good?
Yeah, that is actually really good. It's not like overpoweringly sweet, which I love about that. I can't handle like Zip Fizz and stuff. It's like, I did want to enjoy it. I can't handle like Zip Fizz and stuff, and a lot of the things that people try and make are way too sweet. But this is like good. Like you can chug it because it's like water.
By the way,
That's
I got a
delicious.
wide angle lens for my camera, which is what y'all are now looking through. And I love this lens. It gets a lot more into the, like that's it zoomed in all the way. That's it zoomed out. It's a 10 to 18 millimeter lens. My only knock against it is that it makes me look smaller, since it kind of distorts everything like a GoPro. Makes my arms look smaller than they are. Just take that and magnify it by like 10.
I will take the smallness.
So you like the smallness?
I'll be whoa.
we
Whoa, look at, did you shrink?
Hey! I feel like I am because I can't work out right now because of my back injury. So, we'll test it again in 20 minutes. Get ready. I totally lost track of time. It's been a little bit longer than 20 minutes, but I should still get a pretty interesting reading on the blood glucose. So, let's see where I'm at now. Any guesses? Any guesses? I think I'm above 2 for sure. It was 0.7 when we started. It's been, like I said, a little bit longer than 20 minutes, probably like 30. And I took the 45 mils of the ketone esters. Dang, 3.3. So significantly higher than the 0.7. 3.3. I don't know if it doesn't hurt crazy bad. I've been reading, or not reading, but I've been watching YouTube videos on what it is exactly that I've got, and I'm going to use that knowledge that I've gained to kind of walk you through what the facet joint is exactly and how to correct it if you have facet joint syndrome. Let me test glucose real quick while I'm at it. But this could be a blessing in disguise because I've learned more about how that skeletal structure is set up. Blood glucose is 71. And I don't remember what it was before I tested, or the first time I tested. So numbers have improved substantially. Again, I don't feel, it still hurts obviously, but I don't feel quite the pain. I still have to kind of bend over at an angle. But I'm working on clients right now. Once I get done with the clients, I'm gonna show you what I learned. I'm gonna pop my steak in the broiler. I've got it in the sous vide. The sous vide is done cooking. I'm trying to sear it in the broiler. So we'll see how that works. All right, y'all, so I figured I would make like a little clip explaining exactly what it is that I have and how to fix it in case any of y'all have this as well. This is just based off of a couple YouTube videos I've watched on the subject matter. So let me see if I can relay that information. Basically, I wish I had one of those like mannequin, like skeletal structure mannequins so I could show you how it all fits together. But your spinal column has these facet joints behind the intervertebral discs. And that's kind of like, there's in between each of those like two on each side. And that's what allows your back to flex back and forth and side to side. And in between each one of those facet joints, there's like cartilage, you know. And basically what happened with me is that cartilage disc was slipped out of place and then slipped back into place supposedly. And that's why they got like a lot of inflammation there and it hurts so bad. Basically though, you have to, like if you can diagnose yourself by like if it hurts to go back, but not so much to go forward. Basically when you go forward, you're pulling those spinal facet joints away from each other. So they're not rubbing up against each other and there's less tension there. Whereas if you're leaning back, it's pushing them down on top of each other. That's why it hurts. So I have a belt. They showed me a couple different exercises you could do to minimize the pain. Basically, you put it in your back where it hurts, or right above it or right below it. You pull tension onto the belt, and then you either pull your arms up as you rotate back, or you put tension on there and then rotate down. And basically you just kind of work the belt up and down your back, either pulling up or pulling down, and that kind of helps separate those joints and alleviate some of the pain. Also, you can do some stuff with body weight, a couple yoga poses. One is, I don't do yoga, but one is like the cat and cow position, I believe, in yoga. So I don't know which is which, but you basically arch your back up on one. That kind of hurts right now. Or you arch your back like a cat, and that also kind of hurts right now for me, so I'm probably not the best to demonstrate this.
This looks like it shouldn't.
What?
Like you're not doing anything.
Well, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
where you arch down,
Yeah.
and you arch up.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
So those, and then the, what is this, the downward dog, I think, when you do like that, or is it the child's pose? I don't know which pose it is. But basically, you rock back, and that separates all those joints as well. And the other movement that I saw was basically lying on your back, keeping your heels and knees together, and your knees bent, and then just rotating from side to side, and that helps warm up those joints as well. And that also hurts. So I'm gonna start doing those every day, combined with taking in those exogenous ketones, and hopefully that helps to some degree. So that's what I've got. I'll keep you updated. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.